Hello YouTube, it's me, Retro Reclaimer. We've got a lovely sunny day today in the UK, which means going outdoors and seeing and being near other human beings. If that wasn't dangerous enough, we have the coronavirus out there. So, we've got to be safe, hence why I've got my helmet and my mask and some camouflage, because if someone comes after me, I need to be able to hide. It's very, very warm, and you might not be able to hear me very well. But we've got a pickups video today. So, without further ado, play my little intro, and then we'll crack on. Hello YouTube, welcome back. I've took the mask off. I think there might have been a bit of CS still lingering about there somewhere, so my nose is all tingly, and I probably just, made things worse for myself. In all seriousness, coronavirus is out there. A lot of people are getting ill. I think, as long as you wash your hands, you're probably going to be right. Definitely not doing a pickups video wearing all that. So, I've got quite a bit to get through, but I've got half an hour, so I need to try and do it quickly. So, let's start. Have I said what this video is? It's a pickups video. I'm pretty sure I said that. If I haven't said it already, there you go. That's what video it is. So, we've got majority of stuff from CEX, to be honest, and then charity shops as well. So, from CEX, I'm going to try and keep these in the order which I've got things. So I've been out over the last couple of weeks, and this is where I've been picking this stuff up for. All these games, do you know what? I can't remember what price I paid, but I do keep the receipts, so just bear with me 2 seconds. Ah, perfect. Right, so these games I got for a fiver, spreading the cost, so 50p, £1.50, and whatever they cost me. And here we've got Need for Speed Underground on the original Xbox. Manual disc and all that. These have already been cleaned, so they're nice and shiny, and they don't feel all grubby and stuff, which is good. So, Need for Speed Underground. Mad Dash Racing. This is, again, only on Xbox, so this is certainly a title which I quite enjoy because it was on the Xbox and on no others. It's pretty good. It's a pretty fun game, especially if you're playing with children or your wife or someone who doesn't play games very much. Just because it's fun. It's a racing game, but you're little characters running about rather than in a car, which is a bit of a difference. But yeah, it's interesting characters, fun game, and it's only available on the Xbox. Enter the Matrix. I really enjoyed this game. The films at the time were incredible. How old would I have been? Early 2000s again, so I'm 10, 11, 12. Really enjoyed the films. I thought the game was brilliant as well. It's showing you two characters who weren't in the film much, and then this game showed you their story. But really fun and very different to a lot of other shooting games. Ignore that, it was nothing. I wouldn't carelessly put my games on the side in a state where they could fall over on the floor. I'd never do that. Just it was just a bit of wind blowing some junk over, but it weren't my games. FIFA 2004. I don't really know why this was in. I should have filmed it before I started cleaning it. It was proper messy, but I knew it was all just dirt and grime, and knew I'd be able to get it off. And it feels good now. It's all nice and clean. This FIFA I didn't ever play at all, but so I'm pretty sure I will never ever play this game, but I don't have it. I don't know why I'm collecting FIFA games, to be honest, but probably because of 50p, 25p. Okay, also we've got some charity shop stuff. So I found this little bundle in a charity shop, and there's 4 games here, all 50p each, which none of them are extremely rare or anything like that, but I thought I'd pick them up whilst they were there. They've all got the discs and manuals, and they're all Buzz games. So we've got Buzz Brain of the UK. This should be quite fun and interesting, so I probably will give this a go at some point. Maybe this next sort of party, or when people are over, this is something I could get out. Buzz the Hollywood Quiz. I'm guessing this is all based on films and stuff like that. Again, all these are boxed with manual and game. 50p each, which is a good price. Buzz the Sports Quiz. I'm sure I'd really enjoy this, as I'm into sports. I've got a Blackburn Rovers football top on here. I think this is the away 2015-16 season. I'm pretty sure it is that one. So it's a while back. But we're improving. We're improving at Blackburn. We've been hurt over the last 10 years, but we're improving. But yeah, Buzz the Sports Quiz. I do have this with the Buzz controllers, 4 of them, all sealed in its pack still. So if I do manage to find the Buzz controllers somewhere, I'll probably just use them. If a time comes where I think, yeah, let's get it out and play it, and I don't have any controllers, I'll just open the pack. I'm not really too fussed about keeping it sealed, to be honest. But I thought I'd pick up that just because it was an individual game and it'll look nice with the others. Buzz the Mega Quiz. Yeah, I'm not sure that one just yet. Don't know what this one's about. I'm guessing this is just a complete random, a bit of everything: sports, nature, science, music. But yeah, I saw those 4 Buzz games, 50p each. I thought, what the heck? I've not got them. They're all complete. Let's grab them. And then on another day, I went back out and I found, I think it was this one. So I found this in a charity shop for £1. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I do already own this. If I didn't, I wouldn't have been interested in picking it up, but I know I can trade it in for £2.50 or £3 or whatever it is. So it will go towards some of these other games that I get. But yeah, for 99p it was. I thought rather than leave it, pick it up next time I go CX, trade it in, hopefully with some other stuff, and I've got a bit of credit to help buy all this stuff. And I think all these lot are together from CAX. Let me just double check. I've had these stacked here for the past week, so I forgot. But again, I paid anywhere between 50p and £2 for these. I didn't pay more than that. We got Time Splitters 2 on the original Xbox. This game I played a lot of when it first came out. I think we played it mainly on the GameCube, but I absolutely love this game. If you haven't played it, it's fun to play on single player, but really, really good to play with your mates. There's a lot of modes like the Virus, which is like a zombie TIG game, a big game of TIG, and one player starts off as a virus. They've got to basically run into other people who can shoot them. If you get touched, tigged by them, then you become the virus as well, and it keeps going till last man standing. But it's really, really fun, but you have to unlock that by doing some of the challenges. So it's good to get first, play on one player for a couple of hours. You'll have loads of fun because all the little mini games on the single player mode are really good. It's like you got to smash 30 windows in whatever time, and you've got bricks and stuff, and or you get some headshots. One level you're in a box where loads of zombies coming at you, and it's all about headshots and staying alive as long as you can. But it's just really fun. There's a story to it which is quite interesting and quite fun. But yeah, unlock those modes, unlock some characters, and then next time you've got people over, get 4 people on this, especially on the Xbox or the GameCube, where you can just plug 4 controllers in, and it's really, really good fun. If you didn't already know that. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I bought this because it was £1 from CEX. These were all from CEX, these ones. I've had it, I've played it, I've never finished it. Compared to Oblivion, I think it's trash. But the reason for believing that, the reason for me, having that belief is because the environment. Oblivion is very, it's a very beautiful, green, sunny, positive, happy place to be, to go out searching and looking for stuff, and it sort of keeps you happy, and whilst you're out and about looking around for different quests or different villages, settlements and cave systems and stuff like that. With this one, Skyrim, it's obviously it's set up further up north in the cold, and it's really dark environment. The woodlands are very dark and black, and there's snow everywhere, and I know sometimes snow can be nice, but I just don't like. It's more of a depressing atmosphere, a depressing place to be, and I think that is why I've never been able to play it, because I can't enjoy it the same. And it's not the first time I've experienced that. If I play Fallout, which I really enjoy the Fallout games, New Vegas is my favourite, and I quite liked Fallout 3, but Fallout 4 I couldn't play. And I think, again, I just get depressed with the environment. Everything's just ruined, and some people enjoy it more that way, but it just more depressing. Whereas for me, Oblivion, where you're running around in this beautiful landscape, that's more interesting to me. It's just my opinion. Gutted about this one because I got it from CX, but I didn't check the manual, which you're going to find out is not in there. Medal of Honor Frontline, really, really good game. I enjoyed playing this. I've only ever played the first 2 levels. Maybe one day I'll get past it. And the reason I play the first level so much is because it's from Saving Private Ryan. It's storming the beaches, and I just always really enjoyed that scene. I always really enjoyed that level. Perhaps one day, probably not, but I've got it. It's there, so maybe I'll come round to it one day. Okay, and then 2 more games. So I've been after some Kinect games. I've got more to show you after this as well. First one, Kinect Sports. This is really good. We actually hooked up the Kinect the other day. I've got a reasonable size living room, but there still weren't quite enough space. I had to move the couch way out the way, and then if I'm playing with Oscar, my lad, he's only 6 years old, so he's a lot smaller than I am. So to have the Kinect to set up to be able to read you both was quite difficult, because I'm quite tall. I'm 6 foot, whereas he's 6 years old. I don't know how tall he is. So he's a lot smaller. But I do love the Kinect. I think it could have been a lot better. It's obviously got its mishaps. It's got its issues, unregistering on different things. You've just got to accept that and just have fun with it. You can buy a box Kinect. I seen one in CEX today. If it weren't CEX, it would cash one of the others, and it was boxed like the one I've got, in quite good nick, and it was only a £5. So if you can get one for a £5 boxed, then it's not much, is it? It's something good to keep. It's something good to keep in your collection, is what I'm trying to say, and it's just something different, isn't it? And yeah, it might be trash at times, but it can be really fun, and it's nice to play games and then afterwards feel like I've worked out a bit there, because some of the games do, especially these ones, you're jumping up and down a lot. So yeah, Kinect Sports. The other Kinect title, Black Eyed Peas Experience. This seems to be dancing. I'm just having a look on the back. Obviously, it'll have all the Black Eyed Peas songs, and I think you're just dancing and singing along to it. Basically, you're just having a bit of fun. It will keep you exercised a bit. You know, it does its bit for. That's an issue with us gamers, is we spend a lot of time just sat on our ass with a controller in our hand playing games all day, and you know, I can think of a million reasons why that'd benefit you, especially as a child, you know, educationally and stuff like that, but it doesn't do nothing for our fitness, so at least this does something. But we've got 2 more Kinect games in the collection, which that brings it up to 11 now. And we're still growing. Okay, so that was from last week. I just need to check the time. I'm okay. That was from last week. I've been out. This is all from today. I didn't mean to get as much as I've done, but I thought, sod it, let's just grab it. So, these ain't been cleaned yet. I've literally just got back in the door from them. So, from CEX, this was £2. Oh no, it wasn't. It was £3.50. I have had this before, and then I sold everything. I don't need to talk about this game because if you're watching a channel like this, you definitely know what the game is. There's a bit of it seems there's a bit of discoloration, but overall it's in really good condition. I will wipe all this down. I'm sure a majority of that is just grime, but the label's in a good condition. I don't know, that to me looks a bit yellowy. I mean, either way, that's a really good condition for the collection, for, you know, especially for what I've paid. I feel like that should be a bit more whiter. I don't know, it looks yellow to me. But I will wipe everything down, get it a lot cleaner. Manual's not in the best shape, but at least it's got the front cover and it's all there and it's together. But it was together. No, it still is. It's good. One thing I always check as well is that they're English, because a lot of European games, well, this is in all sorts of languages, a lot of European games, sometimes you can get like a German and a French version rather than UK and stuff, so there's slight different variants, and sometimes I buy stuff from eBay that's PAL and I get it, and then I look at the back and it's not the same back, it's all in a different language, or you can't read the manual, and it's frustrating. But this is £3.50 and I think it was well worth it. We've got the hanger, we've got a case in good condition, there's no rips or tears, so I'm really chuffed with that. Right. So I've got a bundle of Xbox original games here. This time I said to him, if there's no manual, I'm not interested, please. I feel like you're stupid when I say it. Can you see where it's messed up as well? You think to yourself, why don't I check this stuff? Gutted. So we've got The Incredibles, and the reason I'm so gutted is because we've got a classics disc. You know, classics ain't a problem. I'll collect classics. I don't care. Yes, I'd rather have the actual one without, but at least I have the same disc in. They obviously take these out, bundle them all together, and they just pick one. So that's something. To be honest, I should check a bit more. You go to CX. I just don't want to be awkward. I feel awkward as it is when I hand in like original Xbox games and they're having to say to me, "You do know these only play on the original Xbox?" I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware of that, thank you very much. But then when I'm saying if there's no manual, I don't want the game, I just feel a bit awkward. So, but you've got to be to get what you want. So I'm going to have to be even more awkward now and start checking stuff there and then and say, can you swap that out? I don't want a classics disc. And they'll be like, fucking hell, is this guy for real? But, you know, it is what it is. Incredibles for £1, as you can see from the bottom. I mean, I'm sure I'll come across the disc again. I can, or simply just buy the new one. I'm not going to be fussed over £1. This game was £1.50. You can see what I've tried to do here. I've gone in and I've picked up the games which cost very little, so I can get loads of games for very little price. Never heard or seen this game before in my life, but just by looking at the front cover and having a quick look on the back, I've not read anything. It just looks interesting. So this is one that I will have a look and sort of play. Yeah, I'm not going to waste. I don't have time to read everything just yet, but it looks good. I just like the the artwork on the case, and that's enough to sell it to me. So hopefully I've bought something good there. Another FIFA game, FIFA 06. Again, I'm never going to play them. This is one I did play a lot actually back in the day, but I mainly bought this because Blackburn Rovers are still in the Premier League. No, I bought it because all the FIFAs I'll just have, or at least I've got them all. Just because they look good together, having all of them. FIFA on your mobile phone. But yeah, everything's in there, manual, stuff like that. But maybe it is good to go back and play in the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers and not have to promote them, which is a shame. Maybe next year. Maybe this year we're not doing too bad actually. Splinter Cell, another game I probably don't need to talk about. I've picked this up again because it's a game that I like, a game I've finished and enjoyed, and a game that was only £1.50. Ghost Recon 2, 50p. I'm glad he checked with this one because he got the manual out and the game, put the manual in, and then he had a look at the game and sort of like squinted a bit, took it away, and then swapped it for another. So he must have, whether that was a classics or whether it was a different game all itself, Ghost Recon 3 or whatever, I'm not sure. But it was nice that he recognised that and swapped it out because that could have been two games down the Swanee, so to speak. 50p, Medal of Honour. I feel like I've got this already. If I do, I won't. 50p, you know. I don't know whether I do or not. Full of stickers, we'll get rid of that, we'll sort that, no problem. European Assault, this one. I've never played this one before. I do like Medal of Honour games, so I'm sure I will enjoy this if I ever get round to it. Probably not. Pirates of the Caribbean, I mentioned this in, this was £1. I mentioned this in a video. What video did I mention it? The Last Pickups, I think. I got Star Wars Episode 3 when it first came out, £40 or whatever it was, and then I completed it the day I bought it. So the day after, I took it in, traded it in, and I got this, which had already been out for a while and wasn't worth anything really. This is a very, very good game, a very, you know, beautiful game, going out on your boats or your ships, and just sort of, you know, you can just sit back and relax a bit. It's good. It was quite difficult to try and make money, and the combat was difficult. I kept finding myself going into areas where I'd just struggle and I'd just die almost instantly. And it's narrated by Keira Knightley as this one. But you can have a lot of fun on this game. It's all about exploring and stuff, doing different quests and whatever. Getting hold of different ships and building a fleet and stuff like that. Probably a bit dated now, especially when you've got the likes of Sea of Thieves. But yeah, certainly a good game to go and play if it's in your collection and you've never given it a go just yet. So that's the original Xbox games, and then we've got some 360 games. Got 7 minutes left. Again, I've got them because they're cheap. LA Noir, however you pronounce it. This is obviously a Rockstar GTA style game, but based in the 40s. In where obviously LA. I was reading where it's from. Obviously it's LA because it's LA Noir. I'm pretty sure this is something I'd enjoy. I like that. The 1940s are a time that I like. You know, I like the decade. I've never played this game once before, and I know it's got good reviews and stuff. So eventually I will get round to this. But you know, I've said that about a few games already. We're never going to play all these games, but we will see. We'll see. I would like to play that at some point. And then I picked up this Perfect Dark Zero. I collect steelbooks, or I like steelbooks, and this one is in really good condition. All nice and shiny and looking, apart from again the bit of smegma or whatever we've got. There's always grime and shite on these cases, but they wipe off fine. Let me just have a look inside. So we've got, I don't know whether these are the right discs for it. I don't know what that is. It's pretty cool. I don't know what it is. We got the manual and stuff in there. So yeah, I love steelbooks. I do, and it's a shame because a lot of steelbooks you'll see just like this, which are fine. Which most of the time they look better on their own. But it's nice to get one with the sleeve as well. So that looked really good cleaned up. And again, for £2, you know. And then we've got more Kinect games, 3 more. I like Kinect. Your Shape Fitness Evolved. I do like fitness, believe it or not. I am into it. And I do sort of, what was it? So the Xbox One first came out with Kinect, and I had the day one edition, and there was a Your Fitness app. There was some sort of fitness app on there. I think it was called Xbox Fitness or something daft like that. But and it, you know, I did a workout, and I think it was a 15-minute workout. It was really good to do it at home. You know, you don't need a gym. You've got trainers I mean, it's actual trainers who, you know, where they get this stuff from. And to get battery again, luckily charger's here, so I'm all over it now. We're rocking. But yeah, so there are real instructors giving you real exercises and you know, making sure you're stretching off and all that, which is really good. And you know, that can cost you a lot of money if you get a personal trainer. You can end up spending a fortune. No manual or anything with this one, but I never really check for Xbox 360 stuff because half of them don't have manuals anyway. So I just hope that this one didn't. But yeah, this is something I probably will. Once I've got a few more Kinect games, I'm going to try and find a way of setting it all up so that I can play this stuff regular, because I do enjoy it. But yeah, fitness, keep fit. Definitely. Us gamers need to keep fit because we spend a lot of time making these videos, watching these videos, and we're always sat on our ass, and then we're playing games sat on our ass. So we've got to get out and do stuff. Another Kinect game. This looks awesome. Wow, look at the back. When I get these games, I see the price, I have a quick look at condition, and I just get them anyway because I don't have them. And I'm obviously building the collection up, but that looks incredible. It's a zombie game, and you're in front of a camera punching. I mean, how is that not going to be fun? That is going to be amazing. I can't wait to play that one. Maybe play it with a little lad. Someone's going to get him. It's been good to watch him. We'll have a look. I'm definitely interested in playing this one, probably more than any of the others. So I will definitely play that one. Can you fight through hordes of the undead? Can you tear them apart with chainsaws, axes, and your bare fists? How is that not like millions and millions of pounds because everyone loves it? We'll see. This one's going to be good. I can feel it in my gizzards. And then I was a little bit naughty with this one because so when I started collecting Kinect games and I was looking at other videos of Kinect games and then searching, I read or I heard somewhere that there's like over 200 of these Kinect games. I thought there might be about 30 on, 30 max as loads. So I'm definitely probably not going to get a full set. And one of the games I've seen was this Avengers Battle for Earth. It looks like a fighting game, but obviously you're using Kinect to do all your stuff. So again, exercise, fun. Kinect, I get it, it's going to be trash, it's going to lag, it's not going to be, it's not something that's going to work all the time. But an Avengers game where you get to fight yourself is awesome. By moving your body to trigger devastating superhero attacks like the Hulk smash. Incredible. I still don't know. I mean, when Kinect first came out, I liked it, but at the same time I was thinking, serious games like Call of Duty, Halo and stuff like that, I don't want to be stood in front of a camera. I want a controller, something I'm used to, something I really can get a grip of and play games properly, more, not professionally, what's the word, more like hardcore. But it's still nice to have games where you can mess about and do stuff like this. And I am probably, if maybe one of the only people, but when the Xbox One were first released with Kinect, I weren't kicking off thinking, connects with the console, and yeah, it might have been an extra £100 or whatever, but to me that was a good thing because it meant that every console's got one, so developers will be more committed into making these games and it'd improve. I'm sure that Kinect was an improvement on the 360 version, and it's just a shame that there was I don't know a single game apart from Zoo Tycoon, which was a joke, which utilised the Kinect really well, or was a Kinect based game. And I'm a big fan of the Kinect, and it's a shame that it's sort of lost now because there weren't really a place for it. But at least I can go back and get all this stuff and still have a bit of fun and accept that there's gonna be a bit of lag and stuff there. Right, I've been through all them. I'll show you this one first. This is the last thing I got today from Cash Converters, £1. Another Kinect game. National Geographic Channel, America in the Wild TV. It looks like it's some sort of documentary. You go out in the wild, you see different animals, you get to be the animals. So obviously that's more based at kids, but you get to sort of oh yeah, let me have a look. You're learning about these different animals, watching them. It's clearly, looking at it now, it's clearly for kids and stuff, but something very different, and only 99p. Very different, and 99p, you can have a bit of fun there. Certainly the kids will love all this Kinect stuff. I'm sure they will. So if you've got kids, get some Kinect games from. I will play this and I will have a look. Okay, I don't want to turn into an owl and start pretending I'm an owl, but it will be interesting just to have. And we're back on. Someone ringing me. If I'm doing a video, don't ring me. I know you don't know, but Jesus. That's the joys with filming on your phone, isn't it? It's okay, we'll get through. Right, and then this is really cool actually. So it's not game related, but it's geek related, and I'm pretty sure you'd all sort of enjoy looking at this. But it's a J.R.R. Tolkien collection of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings on the bottom there. So it originally retailed at $34.99, and you got all the books in there. All looks really nice and white. You know, sometimes old stuff is yellow with all the smoking and stuff. It looks like it's not been used very, very much or at all, really. But I seen this. I went in British Heart Foundation charity shop. They smell new. Yeah, these ain't been used. I like smelling books. Yeah, weird. But you've got all the Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit there. And I did get these out and have a look, so I weren't too sure. It's not something I'm sure about. And if you go in a couple of pages, I was trying to find a date. So when I went in, I found that these are dated 1997. So, you know, they're quite old, and I'm guessing they're a bit more rare to come across. And I paid £4.99 for them. This will be good because my missus reads a lot. She's got a reading room, and she doesn't really like Lord of the Rings, to be honest, but she might read these and enjoy them, and I'll probably give them a go at some point. No, I might do. I don't read much, but it would be nice to read these, I think. If anything, it just looks cool. For £5, I'm quite happy I found that, really. For in really good condition. I don't know what the value... I can't imagine there's much value to it, but I will have a look, see what they've gone for on eBay and stuff. But this is a really nice piece to... Not a game collection, but, you know, something else that we're interested in. And it's nice. I always like it when I watch videos and, you know, you see some pickups from games and stuff like that. But I also like seeing what other people are interested in as well. So, you know, rather than it just solely games, it's good to see other stuff that people have picked up and, you know, what they're interested in, other than gaming, really. I'm not interested in reading. I'm not. I try, but I'm not very good at it. Last thing. So, I've just about got there with my time. So, I've got a new friend. This ain't new. I've had this a while. A new Nintendo 3DS I got when it first came out, I think. And then I bought a 3DS XL, and now I've got a Switch, so I play that more than anything else. This is now my missus. This why it's got Yoshi on it. I got this cover for her, and she could start using this. She played Animal Crossing and stuff like that on it. If I turn this on, I don't know if it's going to come on without. There's no game in it. Okay, I've turned it on, but there's no game in it, so I don't think it's going to shut. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So, she's not put it away properly. And it's all scratched on the front. You won't be able to see that very well. And the screen's broke. The LCD screen itself is broke. So we're going to have to replace that. So, I thought rather than it go to waste, I had a look on eBay. And I found this. For £10, a replacement LCD screen for the new Nintendo 3DS, which isn't new anymore. So I'm going to film it live, because I've never done that before. I've never replaced it before. I think I've got screwdrivers for it. So I'm going to film it live, because it'd be rather funny to watch me absolutely screw this thing up. And I'm going to try and fix it. Hopefully I'll get it fixed, I'll get a new cover, and it's good to go. It can carry on being used. But knowing me, I'm probably going to take it all apart, end up breaking something else, and not be able to put it all back together. But hopefully that won't happen. And you'll be with me every step of the way, because I'm going to film it. And that's all. So I've got quite a few, and I'm a bit worried now, because I've just spent another 20 quid on games and stuff. I don't think my missus is going to be too happy about that. So I need to think of a good excuse now. I bought her some makeup, Bare Mineral stuff, which is like 30 quid. So she spent more than me, really. So maybe I can say, you know, that keeps her happy. You know, this keeps me happy. I've got a. It's like a thing that I can't go without. She can't go out anywhere nice with her friends and stuff without putting a bit of makeup on, like most women. I can't talk to you guys, because you guys are my friends. I can't talk to you guys without buying a few games. You know, that's what I'm going with at the moment, so we'll see if it works. I'll probably get a backhand though, so wish me luck. We will see. And that's the end of the pickups video. Be safe, be careful, coronavirus out there, don't let it get you. You don't want to be turning into a freaking zombie. And keep pickups videos coming out. I've been watching loads of videos lately. I've been watching absolutely loads, just because I've got more time for it now than I've ever had, really. I'm still doing my Let's Play series. There's not many people watching it. I didn't expect many people to watch it, but if there are people watching it, I've had my 4 days at work, so I've had a bit less time to play games and record it and stuff. As well, you need it quiet, don't you, without kids kicking off all the time and stuff, or wives kicking off all the time. So I will be doing it. I'll probably get another one uploaded tomorrow. We'll see. It's still continuing. I am going to finish that, and that's everything. So thanks for watching, guys. Likes, comments, and all that goes a long way. I like comments because I do read every single one, and I like replying to people. And I'm pretty sure likes do something. I'm not bothered if my videos liked or dislikes or whatever, but does it make, if you like a video, does it go for it? I don't know. But like it, because that's apparently what you're supposed to do. And subscribe as well, because it means you'll watch other videos, which is good, because it makes me more worthwhile doing these videos. Anyway, guys, I'm running out of time. I need to go and pick up the lad from school. And then when I come back, then I'll get all this sorted and get it uploaded. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.